gentlemen, in a parallel universe right now, we would have been gearing up and previewing the most anticipated Dangal in India's history. Vinesh Phogat gunning to be the first Indian wrestler to win a gold medal for the country. Unfortunately, in this reality, we are forced to come to terms with a crushing reality. Take a look at this picture, which went viral after Vinesh's many magnificent victories yesterday, 3 of them. At that time, we believed it would be an outpouring of emotion and exhaustion after she scripted history. But in hindsight, perhaps at this moment, she already knew that the night ahead was going to be even more grueling for her than her day on the mat. She knew she had to lose weight. Let's revisit Vinesh's tumultuous 12-hour journey from triumph to tragedy. Yesterday, roughly at this time, Vinesh was at a high, beating the world's #1, who had never been beaten on a global stage before. But Vinesh's force began off the mat when her team weighed her and realized that she was 2.7 kgs above her weight class of 50 kgs because of the energy supplements and water she had consumed during her bouts. What followed was a very tough night, one that would give any athlete nightmares. Vinesh did not eat a morsel of grain. She did not drink a sip of water. All night, she spent the entire night alternating between her workouts of jogging, cycling, skipping, spending time in the steam sauna. She was desperate to lose weight. She chopped off parts of her hair. She cut off parts of her vest. She even had blood drained out, all to make it in that 50 kg cut. But the next morning, she was still overweight by 100 grams. As I said, 100 grams is what, ladies and gentlemen, this is just simply bad luck. 100 grams is these 3 Kit Kats, the weight of these 3 Kit Kats. What followed was an automatic disqualification. For context, that's the weight, as I said, of these 3 Kit Kats. Distraught, dehydrated, and devastated, Vinesh collapsed and was hospitalized. While an anguished nation reacted in outrage, she had to collect the remnants of her broken dreams all over again. Her latest picture with IOA chief PT Usha shows her with a brave smile on her face, indicating that she will not be giving up anytime soon. But for today, she and the entire nation, along with her, are simply heartbroken.
She took in that 1.5 kgs, which is necessary for her to be able to fight those 3 bouts. And I think it's important to remember that usually, once you have this weight loss, it's by dehydration. So as soon as you take water, there's going to be a rebound increase in your weight. And during the bouts, because she had 3 really difficult bouts, she did need to have some amount of water, because you do want to rehydrate, because otherwise it's going to be medically a problem to participate. And typically, you require some amount of time for that, but unfortunately we didn't have too much time. We had just 12 hours. So the whole night, the entire team, went ahead with this whole process of trying to reduce her weight, putting her in a steam and sauna, making her exercise, and whatever was medically possible, we tried our best to try and get that weight down. It was unfortunately 100 grams over 50 kilograms. If we maybe had a few hours more, we could have achieved that 100 grams, but we just didn't have that time.
Vinesh disqualification is very shocking, and I met Vinesh at the Olympic Village Polyclinic a short while ago and assured her complete support of the Indian Olympic Association, Government of India and the whole country. We are providing Vinesh all medical and emotional support. The Wrestling Federation of India has filed an appeal to UWW to consider the decision to disqualify Vinesh, and IOA is following that up in the strongest possible manner.
Hey, read hai na? But Vinesh's tragedy was in the making for several months to come. 50 kgs was never her preferred weight class. She had fought in 53 kgs for much of her career. However, in the national trials, the decision was taken to field Antim Panghal in the 53 kg category, forcing Vinesh to drop down to 50 kgs. Tragically, today, Antim lost her first bout 0-10. Let me go straight across to someone who has understood, who probably understands what Vinesh is going through more than any one of us. Alka Tomar is an Indian wrestler. She's joining us on the broadcast. Alka Tomar, the Olympic is a dream for any wrestler, right? Any sports person, why just wrestler? Can you imagine what Vinesh would be going through right now?
जी देखिए, सही बात कही आपने। हर एक रेसलर का ड्रीम होता है कि हम ओलंपिक में जाएं और पदक जीतें, क्योंकि उसी से आपकी एक पहचान बनती है, उससे आपको हर एक देशवासी जानने लगता है। क्योंकि ओलंपिक मेडल, ओलंपिक जो है 4 साल बाद आते हैं। ये बहुत लंबा एक समय होता है। 4 साल में किसी के साथ कुछ भी हो सकता है, चाहे आपको इंजरी हो सकती है या और कुछ भी हो सकता है। पर विनेश एक ऐसी रेसलर है जो 3 साल लगातार ओलंपिक खेली है। 3 साल लगातार उसने ओलंपिक 3 ओलंपिक सॉरी, तीसरा ओलंपिक विनेश का है। पहले में इंजरी हुई, दूसरे में 53 केजी में खेली थी, लेकिन वो दिन उसका नहीं था। इतनी अच्छी फाइट विनेश नहीं कर पाई थी जितना अच्छा उसको करना था। ये वाला टाइम इतना वेट किया उसने इस ओलंपिक का, इतनी मेहनत की उसने इस मेडल के लिए और काबिले तारीफ उसने फाइट करी। जैसे कि सुजाकी को हराया, जापान की रेसलर जो वर्ल्ड नंबर 1 रेसलर है। विनेश दुनिया की पहली रेसलर बनी जिसने उसको हराया और पहली रेसलर बनी अपने देश की जो सेमीफाइनल क्रॉस करके फाइनल में गई है। तो ये अपने आप में काबिले तारीफ है। वो दिन काफी अच्छा रहा। कल का दिन मंगलवार का हम सभी देशवासियों के लिए बहुत अच्छा रहा। पूरा दिन विनेश का अपने एरिना में निकला। पूरा दिन वो डिहाइड्रेट रही, क्योंकि इतना वजन आप कम करके आए हो, उसके बाद आप अपनी रिकवरी कर रहे हो, उसके बाद आप अपनी फाइट कंप्लीट कर रहे हो, तो ये बहुत बड़ी बात है अपने आप।
मैं अलका जी आपसे पूछना चाहती हूँ, कल जब 3 बाउट खेलने से पहले विनेश का वेट था 49.90 केजी, सोच लीजिए 50 केजी। जब उनके तीनों बाउट खत्म हुए और उनको वे किया गया शाम को, तो उनका वेट जो है 2.7 केजीज बढ़ गया था। तो ऐसे कैसे हो जाता है कि आप दिन शुरू करते हैं 49.90 केजीज पे और जब आप दिन खत्म कर रहे हैं शाम तक आपका वेट 2.7 केजीज बढ़ गया और फिर उस 2.7 केजीज को आपने सिर्फ, आपके पास एक रात है उस वेट को घटाने के लिए, क्योंकि अगले दिन फिर आपने बाउट 50 केजीज में ही खेलना है। तो इतना वेट बढ़ कैसे जाता है? क्या ये नॉर्मल है? और इसको इस तरह घटाना भी क्या नॉर्मल है?
देखिए, बढ़ाना तो आपने बता दिया कि 52 केजी एंड 700 विनेश का वेट था, लेकिन उससे पहले आपको शायद नहीं पता होगा, उससे पहले विनेश का वेट और भी ज्यादा रहा हो। विनेश का वेट मेरे ख्याल से 45 या 55 केजी होगा, जो वो डाउन करके 49 केजी वेट लाई है वो लड़की। उसने मतलब 5-6 किलो वेट घटाया है। उसके बाद आप कंप्लीट कर रहे हो अपनी ओलंपिक लेवल की फाइट। अपना जो ओलंपिक लेवल की गोल्ड मेडलिस्ट है उसको आप हरा रहे हो। उसके बीच में, वेट देने के बीच में आपको रिकवरी करनी पड़ती है। आपको अपने आप को तैयार करना पड़ता है कि मेरे को भई उसको हराना भी है, क्योंकि आपको हराने के लिए एनर्जी चाहिए। आपको हराने के लिए आपके अंदर एक ताकत होनी चाहिए, तब आप उसको हरा पाओगे, क्योंकि आपने 1 महीने से अपने आप को उस वेट में लाने के लिए प्रिपेयर किया है। तो विनेश वो कर रही थी। उसके बाद उसने 49.9 केजी वेट लाया। उसके बाद आपने रिकवरी करी है उस फाइट को खेलने के लिए, उस लड़की को हराने के लिए, तो ये वेट उसके बीच में बढ़ जाता है जो आपने खाया है।
ठीक है। तो अब ये बात तो तय है कि मेडल नहीं मिलेगा, हार्ट ब्रेक है, इनफैक्ट रैंकिंग्स में भी सबसे लास्ट हो जाता है। मैं आपसे पूछना चाहती हूँ कि इंडियन मिशन जो कह रहा है वो कह रहा है कि हम इसको अपील करेंगे, इसके खिलाफ अपील करेंगे। आप रेसलर हैं, आप हमें बताइए, रूल्स तो बहुत क्लियर हैं। इस अपील पे हमें किसी भी तरह की उम्मीद लगा के रखनी चाहिए या नहीं चाहिए?
नहीं देखिए, कोई उम्मीद नहीं है क्योंकि ये रूल रेगुलेशन इसीलिए ही बनाए जाते हैं ताकि कोई ऑब्जेक्शन ना हो, ताकि कोई अपील इस तरह की ना हो। तो इसीलिए ये रूल रेगुलेशन बनाए जाते हैं क्योंकि रूल यही कहता है कि अगर आप वेइंग नहीं दिखा पाते हैं अपना पूरा, तो आपको डिस्क्वालीफाई कर दिया गया है, आपको ओलंपिक से बाहर कर दिया गया है। और इसमें ना कोई साजिश होती है, ना कोई इसमें कोई इस तरह की प्लानिंग होती है। ये सभी के लिए एक जैसा है, चाहे उसमें कोई भी देश की लड़की हो, चाहे यूएसए की लड़की भी होती जिसके साथ विनेश की फाइट थी, ये उसके लिए भी सेम ही रूल है। ऐसा वहाँ पे कोई भेदभाव नहीं किया जाता है किसी के साथ भी वेट कैटेगरी में क्योंकि रूल रेगुलेशन है, उसी के हिसाब से जो वहाँ पे मैनेजमेंट जो कमेटी बैठी होती है, वो देखती है कि हाँ, आपका वेट 100 ग्राम ज़्यादा आ रहा है, तो आप प्लीज़ जाइए। वो वापस कर देते हैं रेसलर को कि आपके पास अभी समय है, आप इसको कम कर सकते हैं 8:30 तक 8 से 8:30 तक का टाइम होता है, आधे घंटे का समय सभी रेसलर्स को मिलता है। अगर मुझे लगता है जो थोड़ी बहुत चूक हुई है, इसी में हुई है कि या तो ये लेट आए हैं, इनकी जो टीम है, थोड़ा बहुत लेट हो गए, उनको समय नहीं मिल पाया कहीं न कहीं क्योंकि देखिए कोई नहीं चाहता था, ना तो विनेश चाहती थी, ना उसकी टीम चाहती थी कि भई इसका वेट ना आए, ठीक है? या तो वो लेट हो गए हैं वहाँ पर आने में या या विनेश पर ही इतनी हिम्मत नहीं रही कि भई मैं अपना वज़न कम कर सकूँ, या तो वो इतनी डिहाइड्रेट हो गई, या तो वो इतनी थक गई थी कि उसकी हिम्मत ही नहीं हुई लास्ट में।
हुँ, हुँ। अलका तोमर जी, हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए बहुत-बहुत धन्यवाद। आप रेसलर रह चुकी हैं, आपको पता है कि ये चीज़ें होती कैसे हैं और आप साफ बोल रही हैं कि आपको नहीं लगता ये किसी तरह की कॉन्स्पिरेसी है। इट
नहीं।
कैन बी अ चूक इज़ द वर्ड यू आर using. It can be a choke on the part of her team, on her support staff, but you're saying this is certainly not a conspiracy. Alka Tomar, thank you very much for joining us. Now, as someone who has been looking at Vinesh very closely, thank you, Alka ji. Someone who's been looking very closely at Vinesh and her weight ever since yesterday evening is Dr. Pardiwala. He's explaining to us why Vinesh, who has competed in the 48 kg category in the past, who used to compete in the 53 kg category in the past as well, had to shift down to 50 kgs. He's giving us that explanation. Listen in.
Only one wrestler from a country can go into one weight category. So since that weight category was already taken by another wrestler, she had two options. Either she cuts her weight down tremendously and tries to go to the 50 category, or she goes a weight up. But if she goes a weight up, she's going to be wrestling with much stronger athletes. And she felt that that would be of no point because she's not going to be successful there. So after considering everything, and she took quite a lot of time to decide which would be the best option for her, she and her team took the call that they're going to go for the 50 kilogram weight category. And I think it was a good decision because as you can see, she beat, the reigning champion in that first round, and she was able to achieve that. Now, since February that she's been participating in this 50 kilogram weight category, this of course happens. Now, athletes when they're training, you don't want to keep them at 50 because if they are below their natural weight, there's a high chance of injuries taking place. So this is a sport with a lot of injuries and you have to really fine tune and balance it. So your weight is slightly higher when you're training, but when the process of competition comes, then you drop your weight. And you drop your weight and it's relatively easier to do it for that first weigh in because you have enough time for that. But it depends also on how your bouts go on that first day. If you had just one bout, then it would have been no problem at all because then you have enough time to recover. But if you have had to go through 3 bouts and each of those bouts is difficult and you have to hydrate yourself, otherwise you're going to collapse out there, then you're going to have to do everything that you can do to participate well that day and then take the next challenge, which is, okay, now I need to lose my weight.
Now, while Vinesh and her team agonized over the loss, back home, there have been all kinds of questions that are being raised, even leading to some claims of this being a conspiracy against Vinesh. Why did Vinesh not get her hair chopped entirely? That is one question being asked, and it has been asked in Parliament just by the way. Why couldn't the IOC give her a couple of more hours to shed 100 grams? Why was she disqualified from the entire competition instead of just being barred from the final bout? Now, while the IOC, after being prodded by the Prime Minister, filed an official protest to the Global Wrestling Federation, in India, opposition parties staged a walkout after the address by Sports Minister Mansukh Mandavia in Parliament. Congress leader Surjewala, in fact, went a step forward on Twitter, rhetorically asking who stabbed Vinesh Fogart and whether this was aimed at being a face saver for the powers that be. Other leaders, even those within the BJP, also raised questions of a conspiracy. Listen in.
बहुत खेद की बात है। 100 ग्राम का फर्क। रात को आदमी खाना खाता है, वाटर रिटेंशन हो जाता है। अगर बाल ही छिलवा दे कोई माथा का तो 100 ग्राम का उसमें फर्क पड़ जाएगा। इसके ऊपर क्यों नहीं सरकार ले रही है कदम, समझ में नहीं आ रहा है। या उसी प्रकार से मौन है जिस समय इन लोगों का चीरहरण हो रहा था, हमारी कुश्ती वाली लड़कियों का, उसी तरह सरकार चीरहरण को देखते रहेगी क्या? और बड़ी अजीब परिस्थिति बनी है जहां हमारी लड़की पहली बार कुश्ती फाइनल में पहुंची है और आज उसके लिए हमने 0R में भी प्रश्न उठाने का प्रयास किया, लेकिन हमको उठाने नहीं दिया गया। मैं आशा करता हूं कि सरकार और ओलंपिक एसोसिएशन इस पर तुरंत तीव्रता से काम करेगी और उसको वापस न्याय मिलेगा।
मैं समझता हूं कि मैंने जैसे कहा कि आज पूरे देश को दुख है, पूरा देश स्तब्ध है। और जहां तक इन सारी बातों की विषयों की बात है, किन परिस्थितियों में ये हुआ, क्या जो जिम्मेदारी 7 अधिकारी थे उनकी क्या जिम्मेदारी बनती थी। लेकिन आज खेल मंत्री जी का भी आपने जवाब देखा होगा। खेल मंत्री जी तो ये ब्यौरा देने लगे कि विनेश को हमने 2 लाख दिए, 5 लाख दिए और हमने 17 लाख कुल दिए, और ये इस तरह की बात उन्होंने ब्यौरा रखने लगे संसद में। तो कहीं ना कहीं मैं समझता हूं कि भावना नहीं समझ पाए वो देश की। आज हौसला तक देने की बात खेल मंत्री ने लोकसभा में नहीं रखी, तभी हमने लोकसभा से वॉकआउट भी किया। मगर किन परिस्थितियों में ये हुआ और कौन कौन अधिकारी जो थे, जो साथ चल रहे थे, सपोर्ट स्टाफ जो से आप नियुक्त थे, उनकी क्या जिम्मेदारियां थी, ये सारे प्रश्न।
सब प्रोटेस्ट मेल एक कर दी गई है वहाँ पे, आप और क्या डिमांड करते हैं गवर्नमेंट से?
प्रोटेस्ट मेल के साथ साथ मैं समझता हूँ कि कम से कम साथ में सिल्वर मेडल पे अपने दावेदारी भारत पेश करे।
पूरे भारत का सपना चकनाचूर हो गया। विनेश फोगाट, भारत की वो बहादुर बेटी जो सेमीफाइनल जीतकर फाइनल में पहुंची, और अब कहा जा रहा है कि विनेश फोगाट 100 ग्राम ओवरवेट है। ये क्या बर्दाश्त नहीं हुआ पूरी दुनिया को? एक गहरी साजिश है विनेश फोगाट के खिलाफ। 100 ग्राम ओवरवेट होना ये कितना हास्यास्पद और मजाक का कारण है कि उसके आधार पर आप अयोग्य घोषित कर रहे हैं। तो इसलिए मैं समझता हूं कि भारत सरकार को तुरंत हस्तक्षेप करना चाहिए, तत्काल हस्तक्षेप करना चाहिए और साफ शब्दों में कहना चाहिए, अगर भारत की बेटी का अपमान करोगे, उसके साथ अन्याय करोगे, तो हम ओलंपिक का बहिष्कार करेंगे।
My guest this evening, Dr. Shikha Sharma, is a senior nutritionist. She's joining us on the broadcast. Rakesh Singh is a coach. He's the General Secretary of the Haryana Wrestling Association. Joining us on the broadcast, Mukul is a former international wrestler with us on the show. Ranjit Bajaj is a sports enthusiast joining us on the show. And Ghanshyam Tiwari just about joining us, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Ghanshyam, I can give you a couple of minutes if you want to set your frame a little properly. I believe you have just joined. I will start with the others for the moment. Dr. Shikha Sharma, we've just heard from a woman wrestler on the show before you came on. She says this is no conspiracy. This happens. This was just a bad day. Is that how you're looking at it? An unfortunate bad day and nothing more? As a nutritionist, before I go to the politicians, I want to ask you this question.
See, fundamentally, what is usually the case is that every game has its very strict rules, and they're written down before the game. I mean, it's not that for every game the rules will change, and everybody's aware of those rules. Now, in this particular case, as you must have heard earlier, that Vinesh Fogat's ideal body weight, her natural body weight, was a little higher than what category she was competing in. So her weight was more like 55, 56 as a natural weight, considering that she is a boxer and she needs to have that muscle and she needs to have that structure. So her natural weight was 55, 56. Because she was competing in a 50 kilo category, so she had, with her effort, with her cutting down on water and all the other efforts she had used, she had brought it down to under 50. And not only that, what is very commendable and amazing is that she had she had competed 3 matches and won all of them, which is very, very hard if you're below your natural weight.
Correct.
Because your body is already struggling. And despite that, you are able to compete and win those matches. So an amazing feat, I would say. I would say in this situation, when you have done 3 games already, your body will swell up because the muscle to recovery, when it starts recovering, it starts swelling up. You can imagine if you're doing 3 games, how much your muscle would have been, during that process broken down. So when muscles break down, there is swelling in the body. You need to flush out the body. Also, just to keep up with the game, it's a very, very high intense game, which very few people can understand. So in that high
Correct.
intensity, you are given hydration, you're given electrolytes, you're given just to stand there, and keep going at it. So obviously, once you finish that game, now for her, the additional challenge was she not only had to win the next game, but she also had to fight in the lower weight category, which was not natural for her. For that, the entire team who was supporting her did whatever it could. I mean, I believe they were even drawing blood from her body to just remove that 100 grams so that she can fit into that category again. And now you know that she has been taken. She's being taken to the healthcare, to the hospital because she's totally dehydrated and she has collapsed. So the first thing is that it was too much. It was just too much, and I would say it's really unfortunate because she really worked hard and she missed it by not fitting into that category by just 100 grams, which is really nothing. But I guess that's the way the rules go.
So, Dr. Shikha Sharma, what you're telling me is that for someone whose natural weight is 55 or 56, they bring it down to 50. It's something that, you need to pat their back for. But the fact is, weight issues will always remain a challenge. So that is one reality I think our viewers should be aware of, number one. And she's had these challenges before as well. Last year she had the same challenge while qualifying for the Asian Olympics. But Dr. Shikha Sharma, I'm speaking to you like a lay person who doesn't follow wrestling. My question then to you will be simple. If this is a young woman who has to compete for a gold on Wednesday morning and spends, or later in the day, and spends the entire Tuesday night running, jogging, sweating it out, being on the treadmill, going into a sauna, not having a sip of water, not having a morsel of grain, chopping off her hair, would she even have enough energy and strength to fight her bout the next day? I know if she had fought, even if she had lost, she would have won a silver. But would she even have energy?
I agree. And a bigger question is, God forbid, had it been fatal for her, God forbid if she would have collapsed completely. That's something which is a bigger question, that we must value our champions. We must value our these super athletes, I would call them, and not take them to the point where they can lose their life. Because, it's winning a medal is a lifetime's achievement. But yes, at the same time, we have to also look at the human being. We cannot push them to a point where, God forbid, the life ends because of these extreme measures undertaken. So you're right. If she would have somehow managed that 50, and if she would have collapsed on the, on the boxing ring, then it's something which leads. I mean, we can only imagine what it would be. So while I would say yes, I'm sure she would have been very, very, very upset about what has happened. But I would say the silver lining is that the whole world knows what an athlete, a wrestler, a sportsman goes through to get that gold.
Okay, 100 grams. I mean, it's just 100 grams. But Ghanshyam Tiwari, we've spoken to one wrestler and one nutritionist, a sports nutritionist on this show. And what is very clear is that the rules of the game are very clear. If you're fighting in the 50 kg category, you cannot even be 5 grams above from that 50 kgs. You cannot be 50.5 kgs. The rules are very clear. इसमें सरकार क्या कर सकती है? Why blame the government? What can the government do?
fellow co-panelists. There are three important
And just
things.
as I
One is
asked
that
Ghanshyam that question, Ghanshyam, your frame, we've lost your frame, we've lost your video. Would you want to fix that?
I think my camera is on.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, it's on. Go ahead, please.
Okay, sure. I think there are three important things. One is that at this moment of what would have been a moment of victory is turning out to be a very distressing and tragic moment where the leading athlete has lost the opportunity to compete at the highest level, something that she has worked very hard towards, not just the last night, but throughout her career. At one level, every one of us feel this loss personally because of the tremendous journey that Vinesh has had. That's one. Second is the whole set of issues leading to this particular moment. It is not lost on the country that how Vinesh had to fight the system continuously. So for the country at large, and especially people who are in politics, to distrust the system that has stood against her, against justice, and has actually assaulted her, made her weary, right, is not unfair. It is fair for us to distrust the system because we have seen the system being against her for multiple years. And we've also seen this system opportunistically, the Prime Minister himself, opportunistically calling her in her success. But when she took on the battle for the women wrestlers, the Prime Minister dropped her and any connection with her to stand by the assaulter, the perpetrator. That's point number two. And point number three is that it calls for question. The athlete is doing her best. She's going out there to perform to her best. There's a responsibility of the IOA, the Indian Olympic Association, and the team management to ensure that at such situations, a strategic call is taken. I'm not an expert of this, so this is what I have read, that there are occasions where you can potentially take a strategic call whether you can salvage the silver medal or not. I don't know whether all steps were taken or not, but it is point number two that there has been a systematic, unfair runway that has been given to Vinesh, and that creates a distrust on the system, and that is why there are calls like this coming across the country.
Okay. No. Are we mixing two things? Was Vinesh Fogart the face of the anti-Brij Bhushan, anti-government protest in the national capital? Yes, she was sleeping in a tent under a neem tree on Delhi streets. That is a picture we are all aware of. But did she have to pay for it at the Paris Olympics? I don't think so. But anyhow, everyone is entitled to an opinion. Rakesh Singh ji, यहाँ पे कहा जा रहा है, और ये सिर्फ घनश्याम तिवारी नहीं है, ये और कई ऑपोजिशन के लोग भी कह रहे हैं ये सैबोटाज है, ये जानबूझ के किया गया है, जानबूझ के ऐसा किया गया कि किसी तरह विनेश अपने फाइनल बाउट के लिए, जहां पे उनका गोल्ड मिलना मेरे हिसाब से तो पक्का था, उसको सैबोटाज किया गया है, किसी ने गड़बड़ की है विनेश के साथ। आपको ऐसा लगता है? आपको क्या ऐसा लगता है?
देखिए, रियो ओलंपिक में भी जब विनेश को क्वालिफाई करना था तो 400 ग्राम इनका वेट ज्यादा था, इनको तब भी क्वालिफाई से दूर किया गया था, ये इनको मालूम है। और बबीता और गीता जब ओलंपिक में गई तो ब्राउन्ज के लिए उन्होंने लड़ना था, वो बाउट में आई नहीं थी अनाउंस करने के बाद भी, तो उनको तो मतलब कि बैन लगा दिया था, लेकिन फिर भी फेडरेशन ने उनको अगले टूर्नामेंट में भाग लेने के लिए अनुमति दी। और आज के दिन भी पूरा देश विनेश के साथ खड़ा है। विनेश वो एक झांसी की रानी थी, वो वैसी ही लड़की है, और ये मान के चलो गोल्डन गर्ल है। हमारी हिंदुस्तान की बेटी वहां तक पहुंची, हिंदुस्तान का मेडल छीन गया, ये विनेश का नहीं हिंदुस्तान का मेडल था। और विनेश ने जो कुश्ती दिखाई या फाइट किया, सारा देश गर्व करता है इस पर, ऐसी बेटी को सलूट है। हम उसके साथ खड़े हैं, पूरी फेडरेशन खड़ी है, पूरा हिंदुस्तान खड़ा है, और प्रधानमंत्री जी ने पूरी अपनी ताकत लगाई है। लेकिन देखिए UWW के जो नियम है उनको हमें फॉलो करना ही पड़ेगा, ये एक के साथ नहीं है, बहुत लोगों के साथ ऐसा हुआ है। और इसमें जो लोग राजनीति कर रहे हैं, मैं उनसे हाथ जोड़ के प्रार्थना करूंगा वो बेटी के हौसला बढ़ाएं, राजनीति ना करें, राजनीति का दंगल ना बनाएं। पहले भी राजनीति के कारण कुश्ती को खराब इन लोगों ने किया, आज कोई राजनीति नहीं है। ब्रिजभूषण का क्या दखल है वहां पे, या सरकार का क्या दखल है वहां पे? वहां पे तो नजदीक भी नहीं जा सकते लोग, गेम देखने के लिए भी जा सकते, वहां अनुमति नहीं है किसी की। उसके रेफरी, उसके कोच, उसके साथ कौन नहीं था? उस बेटी को 55 किलो 56 किलो वजन था उसमें जिस दिन वहां हरियाणा में थी, लेकिन उसने हिम्मत करके अपना 50 किलो वजन किया और उसमें फाइट किया। और आपने उसकी कुश्ती देखी होगी, वो 100% गोल्ड के लायक है लड़की, गोल्ड ही लेके आती वो। लेकिन ये इसकी किस्मत समझो या उसका बैड लक समझो, ब्लैक डे हो गया। ये हिंदुस्तान का मेडल गया है, विनेश का नहीं गया।
चलो ठीक है।
और विनेश तो बहुत लड़ी है और विनेश को तो हम सलूट करेंगे, ऐसी बेटी हर घर में जन्म ले। तो ये किसी पे ब्लेम करना ठीक नहीं है।
राकेश जी,
राजनीति ना करें।
अगले पिछले शोज में नहीं, एक मिनट ठीक है राकेश जी, आज आप विनेश को बोल रहे हैं गोल्डन गर्ल, ऐसी बेटी हर घर में पैदा हो, सल्यूट करें। आप तो काफी टाइम हमारे शो पे आए हैं जब पूरा पिछले साल चल रहा था मामला दिल्ली में बृजभूषण शरण सिंह के खिलाफ, और आपने आते हमारे शो में विनेश को क्या क्या नहीं बोला। आज आपने अपना सुर बदल लिया, बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है, बस ये बात बोल रही हूँ, क्योंकि उस समय तो आपने विनेश को क्या क्या नहीं बोला था। बोला था झूठ बोल रही है, झूठ बोल रही है,
नहीं वो
बृजभूषण के खिलाफ साजिश कर रही है, दुनिया भर की चीजें आपने बोली थी।
लड़की मेडल ले ले, देखिए मैडम देखिए, मेडलिस्ट लड़की कोई भी हो, वो किसी पे ब्लेम लगाना वो सही नहीं है। वो कोर्ट का केस है, उसको छोड़िए। आज वो हिंदुस्तान की बेटी है, हिंदुस्तान के लिए लड़ रही है, इस पे मैं कोई कमेंट्स नहीं करूंगा। और वो हमारी बेटी है, हमारी बहन है और हरियाणा की बेटी है, इस मिट्टी की बेटी है।
राकेश जी, मैंने जैसे कहा
हम उसके साथ खड़े हैं।
ठीक है, जैसे मैंने कहा कि मुझे अच्छा लगा कि आपने अपने सुर बदल लिए, मैं तो सिर्फ ये बोल रही थी। लेकिन मुकुल जी, जरा मुझको आप आइए और अब मुझे बात बताइए कि राकेश सिंह जी बड़ा क्लियरली बोल रहे हैं, आप भी एक इंटरनेशनल रेसलर हैं, राकेश जी तो बड़ा क्लियरली बोल रहे हैं भाई इसमें बृजभूषण शरण सिंह की क्या गलती है और इसमें भारत सरकार की क्या गलती है और प्राइम मिनिस्टर की क्या गलती है। आप मतलब अगर आप कोच देखें तो उनके कोच तो हंगेरियन है और उनके पर्सनल कोच हैं, तो साजिश की तो किसने की और कैसे की?
जी मैम, राकेश जी तो बृजभूषण के तोते हैं और सरकार के जिस तरफ हवा बहती है उसी तरफ बोलने लग जाते हैं। ये वही लोग थे जब यौन शोषण के मामले में जंतर मंतर पर धरना प्रदर्शन हो रहा था, तो इन्होंने ही मतलब इतना बोला था कि ये तो जाट है, ये तो हरियाणा के हैं, ये तो गलत बैठे हैं और ये अपना क्वालिफिकेशन यहाँ ट्रायल नहीं देना चाहते इंडिया में और ये डायरेक्ट ओलंपिक में जाना चाहते हैं और विनेश तो खत्म ही हो चुकी है। एक रेसलर को आप बार बार ये बोलोगे कि ये रेसलर खत्म हो गई है, ये रेसलर जूनियर के नाम खिलाड़ी से ही हार जाएगी, ना विनेश में दम है, ना साक्षी में दम है, ना बजरंग पुनिया में दम है। देखो ये तो मतलब क्रिकेट है, ये तो अपना रंग बदलते रहते हैं, लेकिन यहाँ जो साजिश हुई है इसकी गहन जांच होनी चाहिए। एक रूल ये भी कहता है, धारा 56 के नाम रूल के तहत प्रधानमंत्री जी डायरेक्ट आईओएस से बात करें और उसका संज्ञान ले। हमने देखा केनिया में ऐसे ही एक डिस्क्वालीफाई खिलाड़ी हो गया था, पूरा देश एक तरफ खड़ा हो गया था और उसको मेडल दिलवाया। तो आज भी अगर हमारा देश एक तरफ खड़ा हो जाए तो विनेश फोगाट को आज भी सिल्वर मेडल मिल सकता है, क्योंकि उसने अपना वजन घटाने की बहुत कोशिश की। अगर वो रात को ही अगर मेडिकल दे देती, जिस टाइम उसको चक्कर आके गिरी वो, तो क्या नाम है, वो हवाकोर दे देती तो सिल्वर मेडल तो फिर भी बनता था उसका। लेकिन उसको ये नहीं पता था कि मेरे साथ फाइनल में जाने के बाद ये साजिश होगी, क्योंकि वो उससे पहले ये लोग ये सोच रहे थे, जितने भी यहाँ अधिकारी इनके साथ गए हैं वहां भी कई मिसमैनेज रहा है। ये क्या करते हैं कि मतलब ये क्या ना पहले राउंड में ही बाहर हो जाएगी, लेकिन ये नहीं पता था इन लोगों ने कि ये फाइनल में चली जाएगी और गोल्ड के लिए लड़ेगी। अब ये किस मुंह से बधाई देते? यहाँ पर साजिश इसलिए हो रही है कि हरियाणा में भी चुनाव और दिल्ली में भी चुनाव है, ये राजनीति का शिकार हुआ है। ऐसे ही इंदर सिंह यादव के और क्या ना सुशील पहलवान के साथ हुआ था, उसको
हरियाणा में तो इलेक्शन जब होगा
बृजभूषण छोड़ो उसको ओलंपिक में ले गए, फिर नाडा ने मना किया।
नहीं, देखिए अप्रैल में इस साल शी हैड स्ट्रगल्ड विद हर वेट एज वेल। एक मिनट
दिया था क्योंकि वो ड्रॉप में आ गए थे।
नहीं आप मुकुल जी, लेकिन साजिश में पूछ रही हूँ ना आपसे, किसने की? विनेश के साथ अगर आप देखें तो उनके कोच थे, कोच तो हंगरी के हैं, इंडिया के नहीं है, हरियाणा के नहीं है, उत्तर प्रदेश के नहीं है और बीजेपी के नहीं है, तो साजिश किसने की? और आपको एक्चुअली लगता है कि एक एथलीट, इंडिया में पहला एथलीट जो गोल्ड मेडल लाने की पोजीशन में है, और मैं मानती हूं कि अगर विनेश ने बाउट खेला होता तो उसको गोल्ड मेडल 100% मिलता। कोई उसको साजिश के तहत रोकेगा? क्यों रोकेगा भाई?
यही तो हमें आश्चर्य हो रहा है कि इंडिया के लिए पहले भी हमारे मेडल ऐसे ही गए हैं राजनीति के तहत, अभी भी ऐसे ही जा रहा है। ये इंडिया को लॉस है। ये खिलाड़ियों को बढ़ाने की बजाय गिराने की बात हो रही है। जैसे जैसे के नाम है हमारे साथ ऐसे ही जाती चलती रही।
मैं नहीं मानती।
140 करोड़ की जनसंख्या में 4 से 5 मेडलों की उम्मीद कर रहे हैं हम, इसी राजनीति के तहत।
रंजीत
ऐसे
बजाज,
लोग,
would you want to come in here?
ऐसे भेजे गए हैं कुश्ती।
ठीक है सुन लिया। नहीं मुकुल जी, मैं आपको एक सही बात बताऊं, एक मैं आपको सही बात बताऊं। ये जो कॉन्स्पिरेसी थ्योरीज है ना, जितनी आई है अच्छा ठीक है, लेकिन मैं आपको एक बात बताऊं, जहां तक विनेश का ख्याल है और जितनी कॉन्स्पिरेसी थ्योरीज मैंने अभी तक सुनी है, मुझे तो सब बेतुकी लगी हैं। Ranjit Bajaj, would you want to come in here? I want you to,
Yes.
you respond to what Mukulji is saying about these wild conspiracy theories, and B, also very importantly, he's raising this point about a silver medal, whether there is still some chance that she might end up getting a silver medal. According to what I know, the rules are very clear, but in case you have a different perspective, I would love to hear
Thank
it.
you, first of all, for having me, ma'am. Amira now. Thank you, Shreya, ma'am. Ma'am, the rules are very, very clear. In fact, no, that's not true. They can't just give a walkover and get a silver medal the next day. The medical has to be proper. Medical is not given like in India that you just go to the local doctor. There's a prescribed person there who has to clarify that medical, and that's not our doctor. It's the Olympics doctor who has to give a medical certificate that she is not okay to participate. And by the way, she wouldn't have known till the time of the weigh-in that she would have been overweight. So how can she give the medical one night before? Because she came to know till the last second she was trying. And on this conspiracy theory, ma'am, why would, if there is a conspiracy, why would the conspirators take a risk of sending her there in the first place and letting her be so close to being making history for India and then getting her out? They would have not sent her in the first place. It would have been much easier for the conspirators to have not sent her only. So agar wo hota to wo shuru mein hi jati na. But now when she's gone there, every person in India, see, it does not matter who wins the medal. The medal is not like even Mukulji is saying ke medal Vinesh ka nahi gaya, ye she's Vignesh ka nahi. It's the country's medal. And in fact, as proud as Modi ji would have been, I am as proud, and even Mukul for that matter would have been as proud for that medal, because the medal would have been won for India and the gold. So I don't think that any Indian worth his salt would have ever even thought of doing mischief there. In fact, everybody would have tried their best to get her there. Now, coming to the other fact, ma'am, that is this a normal thing which happens in wrestling? Yes, even in wrestling, even in boxing, even in weightlifting, and even in bodybuilding. So these are all the things which require a weigh-in, and there are proper procedures. And not this. So this is not something like this has happened for the first time, and for the first time with the Indian. It happens every single day in every event. And again, Mukulji has told us, and even the Rakesh ji who was there, that so many people have been disqualified earlier. So this is a regular occurrence. Now, how do we get better with this? How do we make sure this never happens? That's a different thing. But I have a great suggestion, ma'am. Why are we even harping on this? Let's treat her as the golden girl. Now is the time for all of us when she comes back to welcome her as the champion she is. Why are we thinking that the silver, just because the honorary silver medal has not been put on her neck, or the gold medal has not been put on her neck, all of us Indians know that if she would have fought, she would have won the gold. So let's treat her like the gold medal winner she is. And when she comes back, she should get all the awards from the government, all the monetary awards and everything else which goes as a gold medal winner for the country. That is showing true respect and standing up for the girl. Maybe the Olympics disqualified her, but we didn't disqualify her. We stand with our girl.
You know, the government should have stood up for this girl. The government should have stood up for this girl and all other girls who were on the streets of Delhi last year itself.
True, ma'am, and
That
I
is
was
the
there with
unfortunate
you
part.
on this show.
Ab to jo hoga, hoga.
Ma'am, I was there on this very show with you supporting those girls then. And I'm the one who's today saying that this was not a conspiracy. So where is right? She was right, standing up for that, what she did. And today it wasn't a conspiracy. She was unlucky and things could have been having maybe mismanagement, maybe a little bit of mismanagement there to make sure that these kind of things don't happen, because with the kind of squad we send there with the physiotherapists, the doctors, the nutritionists and everything, it was not the athlete's job actually to look at her weight, because her thing is to focus there. It is the support staff's job to keep the weight. So this fault which has happened is not of the girl, but actually of the support staff, even though they tried very hard. But the blame has to come to them, not on the girl.
Ghanshyam Tiwari, and therefore, I started with you and I'll end this conversation with you. You've heard everyone, including the nutritionist on the show. Even I don't think this was a conspiracy. I just think this was pure bad luck, nothing else. If your normal weight is 55, 56 categories, you're trying to fit into a 50 category game, the chances of things going wrong are high. And my research tells me that Vinesh is the first athlete to be disqualified from a final for not making the weight. Is it time for the opposition, at least as far as this issue is concerned, to drop this issue, support the girl, drop this issue and say, okay, we've made the noise that we wanted to make. We have floated conspiracy theories, but tomorrow is another day. We'll simply move on to another issue and not harp on this one, which seems frankly disrespectful if you ask me.
As an Indian, every one of us feel that the loss is a personal loss. And every one of us wish Vinesh the very best, that she recovers from her current health situation and she recovers to bring more glories to the country and to herself. That's one. Second, that every one of us and everyone who followed her journey believes that this government has been unfair to her. There is no one who would say that Vinesh herself would ever trust the government or the establishment around her, or even people like P.T. Usha. Right? There is no doubt in anybody's mind that there is an establishment that systematically fought for injustice against her, and in a rather brutal way by dragging her on the street. So the doubt that people of India have on this government will spill over and make it a bigger controversy. I am sure that the reports that come in this regard will actually point out to the reason. But until Vinesh herself comes and reconciles the story, I think people in India will always question what exactly happened.
Okay, so we'll wait for Vinesh Phogat to say her piece. We'll wait for that. But ladies and gentlemen, Vinesh Phogat, at least to me, is a hero, not because of what she has done in Paris or what she has not done in Paris, but because of what she did in Delhi last year, to stand up to a mighty association head, take him heads on and point out how he was running the sport and molesting girls in that sport. To me, she's a hero and deserves a gold medal in any case for that. We'll leave it there for the moment. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Dr. Shikha Sharma, thank you very much. Rakesh Singh, thank you very much. Mukulji, bahut bahut dhanyawad. Ranjit Bajaj, thank you very much. And Ghanshyam Tiwari, good to have you on the show.